All right, my guy. So officially we call it the tiny stage, right? I'm gonna tell you why I fucked with it, right?
Okay.
During the pandemic, right? Before you did it, I told you I seen Wisdom Speaks to it.
Okay.
And Go Band.
Salute Wisdom Speaks too.
Dope.
Dopest.
You know what I'm saying? That's they with Tony Blunt, you know what I'm saying, and
That's the homie.
Dana, you know what I'm saying, and WAP.
That's the homie.
Right? They crank hard as shit, right? So, but you the first artist, right, that I seen do it.
Right.
And it made sense to me because people wasn't going out. So, you know what I'm saying? So you had to do everything from the home. And your tiny stage was it to me. Like, I fuck with like it. To me, I just seen the potential in it, right? So, what made you do that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Not just in the studio. Like, what was your thought process when you created that part?
Okay, let me give you some back history. So, I noticed that, alright, we ain't going out nowhere. You gotta figure out a way to still be able to be active.
It's a fact.
So, there was these, and they don't even exist anymore, but there was these two sites, these websites, where if you had live cam, because you know Zoom meetings and shit was big.
That's a fact.
Right? People were working from their house, from their camera.
That's a fact.
So I said, wow, maybe I can put on a show, my own show, the way I would want it to run from my crib. Because I already had the studio and everything set up. And these websites, you can go on, set up your webcam, and perform. It was like contests. So I started there, way before the tiny stage. I just started performing for people in the Philippines, people in Germany, people in Japan, people worldwide. Started there. So then I started to notice that my equipment was cool, but I needed to get it to the point where I felt like I was out in public doing the show. So I started putting the equipment together and it's like, you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give them a show. And I was calling it the live show.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I was doing the show every Wednesday at 9 o'clock. It was program scheduled for YouTube. And I was doing it doing it consistently. But I felt like I didn't have enough viewers for it to count.
For it to make sense.
Because shit, I know they say when you perform in an empty room, and you can perform for one person, perform like it's a room full of people.
And you did.
And I did.
You absolutely did.
I absolutely did, as if I was at Pure. I gave it my all. But I didn't have a viewership for it to count. So that's where that idea came from. But it wasn't called Tiny Stage. That just got invented. When 8 came to town, he was like, yo, what's up with the Tiny Stage? So what we gonna do, bro, we gonna reinvent that. But we gonna do it right so that not only is the viewers there, the fans get that personal show that I was giving up on the YouTube. Now, if you ain't see that, you can go back because all those shows are on there.
Oh, we bringing it back. We bringing it back.
You can see that I really was giving it my all.
He was.
I was in this bitch sweating.
He was.
Like as if I was live.
A whole show. Like you was actually doing a whole show. A concert
Yes,
type.
Sir. So that's where the concept came from. Just being stuck in the house, wanting to perform and go out, but couldn't. But hey, wow, you got all the equipment right here. So why don't you just do it live for the cameras? You know what I'm saying? Make it look sweet. And that's kind of where it came from.
So question, okay. So we have the studio for rent, right? And what's you know what I'm saying? Where can they go for all that?
Oh, okay. So Graveyard Shift Studios is where you can get your session. You can book your session. I really don't know the link to it, but if you Google it, it'll pop up, or you can go on Facebook and type in Graveyard Shift Studio and just leave me a message. We can get you. It's $80 an hour. If you do more than 3, I take it down to $65. And that's how that goes.
Nah.
Get your session booked. I promise you, I'm gonna treat you like family. And when you leave, your shit gonna be presentable for somebody to hear. And I'm gonna do you right, man. I know what it is. I know I'm an artist myself, so I know what it means to you to be able to take what was up here and give it to the world. And I appreciate that you would allow me to be able to facilitate that for you. So please understand that I'm going to give you 110% just because you chose to be with us.
I stamped that. So now, this is new. Is the tiny stage for rent?
Ooh, so today it is. You know.
Don't worry about the numbers right now. You'll work all that out, you know what I'm saying? But
it's not today's price, but you know what? That's why I love 8, because he made me realize that, and this, you the second person that said that today, was like, yo, you should charge niggas to use the tiny stage because it's a whole vibe. I promise you, it's a whole vibe. I got everything that you would need. You here, you home. I'ma take it. We gonna take the footage, put it on your site, put it on my site, and run it up.
That's a fact.
I promise you. I promise you. This is the invention of tiny stage. After you see what we have done with the tiny stage as of yesterday, and it's been 24 hours.
That's a fact.
24 hours.
That's a
After
fact.
you see what we did in 24 hours, I promise you're going to want to fuck with the tiny stage, bro.